Let's roll it, girls.
Hey there, welcome back to the Pink Cadillac podcast. I'm Victory.
And I'm Skylar, where we're keeping Elvis's spirit alive for the next generation of fans.
It's fun
A bit girly.
and all about building our Elvis community.
Just a heads up, we are not historians.
But we do our best to research what we can. So now, let's roll
Let's
it.
roll it.
Well, hello there, Cadillacs. Welcome to another episode of the Pink Cadillacs, and we have a very special guest with us.
Is Elvis here?
Oh, where is he at? Here is he at.
Wait, is he here?
Guys. Angie Marchese is here. Woo!
Insert round of applause.
Insert round of applause.
Yay.
We thought, what a perfect way to kick off Elvis Week. It's August 5th today. Elvis Week starts at the 9th, right, Angie? Is that
8th.
correct? The 8th. Oh my
The
God.
8th.
Oh my, wait,
Yes,
how
days.
did we miss that?
Oh my God. The 8th. So we thought, what a better way to kick off Elvis Week, talk a little bit about what's going to be happening, than to bring the beautiful, wonderful Angie back on.
The one that puts it together, I feel like. She's everywhere.
I'm
everywhere.
so excited to be here to talk about Elvis Week and everything going on. We've got lots of new exhibits happening. We have new events happening that are going to be exciting to talk about. So
Mhm.
where do you want to start?
You know,
Let
yeah, Victory, you go first.
Oh yeah, no, okay. So the last time we spoke was about the London exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
And
time
that
ago.
was how many months ago?
Oh my gosh, that's a long time ago. Mhm.
Time ago.
Yeah.
Well, since the last time we spoke, what has been going on around with Graceland since then?
Well, we updated the jumpsuit exhibition because we literally took every jumpsuit off display to photograph it for a new book coming out that we're working on.
Mhm. That's
Um,
exciting.
yeah, so that was really exciting. So we were able to move some of the jumpsuits around, and some of the jumpsuits that were on display in London actually have made their debut here in the Dress to Rock exhibit. And then some of the jumpsuits are taking a little bit of a break because there's another movie coming out this fall, and some of them might be featured in that movie and also featured in a new exhibit here. So,
Angie.
Yeah.
Wait.
Angie,
Yeah.
what are we
Yeah,
talking
so,
about, girl?
so that was the first thing that we did. We were snowed in for a day during that time period. So that was a lot of fun. And
Yes.
then since then, I've added a couple people to icons, including one black leather suit worn by Austin Butler.
Oh,
As it should be there. I mean, where else is it gonna be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I sent him a picture of it after it was done. I said, "Look who I added to icons today," and he replied right back. He goes, "Oh, I'm so honored." And
Oh.
I keep telling him, I said, "If you ever want to come hide out, you know where you can hide out. Come hide out here in Memphis. I'll put you to work." And he goes, "I would love to work with you in the archives one day." And I said, "Okay,
oh my. Angie.
That would be a cool series, actually.
see what
Damn, Austin, if you're listening.
who's working in the archives today." Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That would be so fun. Sorry.
So we added several people to icons. We added Austin's outfit, and then we got the lovable Stitch. Lilo and Stitch came and visited
He
us.
came to visit you. How was it meeting the star?
It was amazing. He was the cutest thing ever. I FaceTimed with my daughter in Italy so that she could actually get a picture of with her as Stitch. And then we were able to add him to icons. So that's a lot of fun. And we've got a couple other additions that will be, and one that's debuting during Elvis Week on the 12th. So yeah, so Icons keeps growing, which is an amazing thing. Since the first time we did that exhibition, it was in a small 1,000 square foot space,
Mhm.
and I was begging for people to give me stuff. And now it's like people are texting, volunteering, emailing, going, "Hey, I want to be in there," you know.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
Rob Schneider actually performed at our soundstage and
Oh my
left us the
gosh.
clothes he wore that night to put on display. Yeah, he wanted to be a part of Icons. Yeah.
Everyone's like, here, take my stuff. Put
Take
it in
my
there.
Yes, exactly.
Please.
So that's
awesome.
exciting. And
Yeah.
then there's a small book that actually came out today.
It did.
Yes, it's written by Peter
Yeah.
Palnick. That
Yes.
book has literally been 20 plus years in the making.
Oh my gosh.
And so we we worked very closely with Peter to go through the documents and go through these letters to help him compose his book on the Colonel. And the letters are so funny. And when you get a chance, because the book itself is like 600 pages,
Yeah.
it's technically 2 books in one.
Mhm.
You've got the book that talks about Colonel, but then book 2 is literally just the letters. So the letters kind
Wow.
of speak for themselves.
Wow.
Okay.
And
I'm excited.
so it's amazing because Colonel was such a character when he wrote letters. So they're so fun to read and to actually get to see kind of his personality come out in them.
Mhm.
And so since the book came out, we actually are debuting on Friday the 8th. I think technically a soft opening on the 8th. Media, I think, isn't coming till the 12th, but we're debuting Colonel's Wonderful World of Show Business exhibition.
Wow.
Oh, I'm
So
excited to see that.
It really is, because in 1990, when we acquired the Colonel Parker collection,
Yeah.
we basically took everything from his house, including Marie's Rooster collection,
Oh,
anything that was in the office, everything that was there. We just took it all. And a lot of it has been in storage, and we've never really had a purpose to use it
Mhm.
until now. And so we've been going on treasure hunts through the Colonel's collection and finding some amazing pieces that I don't know at the end if we're ever going to answer the true question, was he good or bad? You know, everyone has their opinion about him.
Yep.
But reading Peter's book, the easiest thing to say is it's going to make you think, and it's complicated. It was a complicated relationship, and he was a complicated character that lived a fantastic and awesome life.
it's going to be a good conversation starter.
It really will be.
Okay.
The exhibit isn't to convince you either way,
Mhm.
but just to give you an insight of who he was, where he came from, and what made him tick. So that's really exciting. As a matter of fact, I've got one more poster and 2 pictures to hang.
You're
And
so close.
that exhibit is done.
You're done.
Do you feel like we're going to be learning also new things to Elvis through this exhibit as well? Learning more of Colonel?
Yes, you will. You'll be
Okay.
able to see Elvis from a different perspective, because Colonel really did handle all of Elvis's career business. But you'll be able to hear him talk about Colonel in some of the interviews that he did, and you'll be able to see how that relationship worked.
Okay.
And it did work. I mean, you know, whatever Elvis did personally or, you know, musically, there's only one song in Elvis's entire career that Colonel actually asked him to sing, and he kept bugging him to sing it until he finally did it. And that's Are You Lonesome Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
The only song. Colonel did not get involved in the music side. That was Elvis. Colonel handled the business side. And so you're gonna be able to get a good kind of perspective on that part of the career and that relationship, which, like any relationship, ebbed and flowed. But I think in the end, he was kind of like a father figure to Elvis and to a lot of people. So it definitely will make you think and wonder and question, was he good or bad? You
I'm
know,
excited. I think that's going to have to be a whole podcast episode within
Oh,
itself after we
probably.
read
it
it.
really is. It really
Yeah.
is. And once you get into Peter's book, it's so detailed. And there's a lot of ties to my hometown of Tampa, Florida. So I'm reading these letters.
Represent!
There's a whole letter about Gasparilla. And I'm
Oh
just
my-
like, exactly. I'm
That's
like,
so funny.
who outside of Tampa knows about Gasparilla? But there's a whole letter about it. It's just
I am
so
so
cool.
excited.
So, you know, being able to write about Tampa and some of the things that he did there was kind of funny. And, you know, I never realized that Tampa was kind of the off season for the carnival folks. So when he was in the turning carnivals, when the
Oh.
carnivals weren't traveling, all of them went and hung out in Tampa.
I wonder why. I wonder like
That's
what was so
interesting.
big about Tampa.
Hey, Juan.
I have no idea what was big about. Hi.
They said hi. He's coming to Elvis Week, by the way.
Oh, he's
Yeah, you'll get to meet husband.
Yeah.
cool.
I do want to mention, guys, for everyone that's listening, the book we are talking about is the new Peter Grolnick book that just came out. It's called Elvis and the Colonel. Amazing. The Colonel and the King. I got that wrong. Completely got that wrong. The Colonel and the King.
Yes, this has
he
been on my
wrote-
desk for about 2 months.
Oh my
I
gosh.
read the whole thing.
Wow. And that's a
really
big book. It's
That
a
is
big book.
It's really
Um,
good.
He also wrote Last Train to Memphis and Careless Love.
Mhm.
2 amazing books if you want to just know all about Elvis in
And then he
general.
also worked with me and my staff in the archives to write the Elvis Bible. It's Elvis Day by Day.
Oh my gosh, I
Wow.
had no idea about that.
Yep. Yep. In
He's
fact,
writing
I
all the
have
things.
one right here.
I want to get my hands on that.
Look, yes, I know that. Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. He actually worked in the archives. And the great thing about Peter was Peter's interviewed all of these people. And he
Mhm.
would come to us and he would have all the stories, but unless he found documents in the collection that supported the story, he didn't run with it. And
Okay.
it's the same thing with the Colonel book. That's just kind of the author that he is. He's
Yeah.
not one to kind of just go off people's stories and say, "Oh, this is gospel." He wants to have proof before he prints it. So
Which is
he's so amazing.
a great
And I'm
writer.
excited. He's going to be here. He hasn't been here in a while for Elvis Week, so that's exciting. And then the other exhibit, which whoever thought that we could recreate Graceland, but we're doing it. In a certain time period, we're replicating the red furniture, the red living room from 1974.
Mhm.
We have got, it was kind of funny because when I was looking where to place that display, because I was trying to mentally picture what it was going to look like.
Mhm.
And I always pictured you viewing it like you view the living room now from the tour path with the music room
Yeah.
at the end.
Mhm.
And then I couldn't find a space that was long enough to view it that way. And then I was going through tour one day and I looked at our karate exhibit, which has been up for a while.
Mhm.
And I was like, what if we are standing at the fireplace looking at the room? And so that space, the karate exhibit space, literally is 23 feet 1 inch. The living room from the archway to the peacock windows is 23 feet 6 inches. So it was perfect.
Perfect.
And so
Yeah.
we replaced the karate exhibit with the red living room furniture. We're currently doing that now. We had to find red shag carpet. We also, if you remember the karate exhibit, it was pretty contained in that one
Mhm.
area.
Mhm.
But we're actually bringing this out to the front area as well, where we'll have a couple other cases featuring some other furniture that was part of the 74 decor.
Nice.
You might find some ostrich feathers around in some of the exhibits.
Love.
We're going to do receipts and other little like trinkets that were around the house during that time.
Okay.
So really kind of tell the whole story about when Elvis redecorated in 74.
Now,
So-
will the oil
Yeah.
lamps be up and working?
The oil lamps are up and working. My amazing in-house electrician, his name is Jason. Got a shout out to Jason.
Shout out
He
Jason.
literally took these oil lamps that have been in the warehouse since 1982
Yeah.
Wow.
and rewired them, did conservation work on them, and brought them back to life. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're beautiful. And so, yes, they will be there and they will be working.
I'm so excited to see those in
Life to the
person.
room, you know?
It really does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know so many people are so excited about this exhibit. Someone even told me that the reason they are coming to Elvis Week is because of this exhibit. So like this is a huge thing. I feel like isn't there like a couch or something that has been on display of the red
Yeah, we've
living room?
displayed bits and pieces of
Yeah.
it before,
Yeah.
throughout the years. I've done the music room couch with the mirror above it in one exhibit. And then in the
Mhm.
trophy building, we had one of the sofas and the mermaid
Mhm.
table and a lamp. But this is the first time that you're really going to see it from everything that we have from a photograph. You're going to be standing as if you're at the fireplace looking at the room.
Has
Because
Linda helped at all?
actually, I just sent her a picture of it this morning. I said, "Who said I can't redecorate this room?" Yes, she liked it. She's excited to see it. But
Wow.
yeah. So the fun thing about it is that the perspective that you're viewing it from, you get to see all of the furniture. If we had done it from the tour path perspective, you'd see
Mhm.
the back of a lot of it. But from
Yeah.
the fireplace, you get to see it all.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. And
Where-
that one will be open on Friday as well. That one.
Wow.
Yeah. Mhm.
That is awesome. Where
So-
did the idea for that even come up that you guys wanted to suddenly display that?
We've talked about it over the years. And of
Mhm.
course, it was kind of like before we had Elvis Presley's Memphis, it's like, are we ever really going to redecorate actual Graceland and put it
Yeah.
back in there?
Mhm.
And that was always kind of a hard, thing to think about because Graceland, its current state it's in, has become so iconic.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
blue drapes, the white sofa, it's just so iconic. And it's like, how do you explain to non-Elvis fans, oh, by the way, there was this other period and the house looked like this, and we're going to put all this furniture back.
Yeah.
But the past couple of years when Linda's been here and doing her tours, she always talks about the peacocks and she talks about the furniture. And there was a lot of people asking, if we would ever consider, replicating the room somewhere. And that was after last Elvis week. Joel said, I got a couple emails about this. Do you think we can do it? And I'm like, I don't see why not. Let's do it.
We have it.
We have it. Let's do it. Yeah. So it came basically from, I guess it started with Linda doing tours and talking about the house and at that state in that period. And it was kind of this grassroots effort that emails got to Joel, and Joel called me, and now we have it.
And you're going to make it happen, Angie. If something comes to your table, I know you're going to get it working.
Yep, I will. So that's exciting. So that's all coming together, and it's so fun to see. It really is.
Do we know if the living room exhibit is going to live after Elvis Week at all
It
yet?
will.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. The living room exhibit will live for probably at least a year.
Perfect.
At least a year, if not longer. Some of our temporary exhibits become temporary permanent until we find something else to go in that space. It's kind of like the karate exhibit that was there before. It was just a temporary thing to show us his love of karate. And it's been up for 6 years now, I think, something like that.
A long time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see something fresh and new because I feel like a lot of these pieces you guys are bringing out also not many people have seen.
That's what's really cool, both about the Colonel exhibit and the Red Living Room exhibit. A lot of the pieces have never been displayed before.
Yeah.
And the fun thing about the living room is that we're going through all of these books. It's like, oh, hey, wait, there's a Sword in the Stone that was in the dining room. And it was in the music room. And wait, no, it's on the table over here. So like anyone's house, the little knickknack stuff moved from place to place.
Yeah.
And so it's been fascinating finding all of these pieces and putting it all back together.
That's so exciting. For those who aren't going to be in person, I know you guys are hosting virtual Elvis Week. Will they be able to see the Red Living Room?
I mean, we'll do some press on it. So there'll be some photographs of it and things like that. I think that's going to happen on the 12th. But virtual Elvis Week this year also has a special walkthrough exhibit with me and Pat Dunn doing a tour of 90 for 90 that we opened up in January.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's going to be wonderful.
Yeah. So people who have not been able to come to Graceland and haven't been able to experience that exhibition, we did a tour for that for virtual Elvis Week because that exhibit goes away after birthday next year.
Okay. Well, we're going to be going through. My husband through all of it. We're like, come on, let's go.
Gotta see it all. That exhibit is going to live through birthday. And then after that, I have another exhibition that we will start working on right after birthday that will open in March of next year.
Is that for something special?
It is for something special.
Oh, is it like epic or any? I think
it might have something to do with fashion.
Oh,
victory!
Okay, you're speaking right up my hour.
I love that.
So I've actually been planning this exhibit for 2 years and just trying to wait for the right moment to actually do it. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah. I might talk about it a little bit later on during Elvis Week to give you guys some more details.
Okay, I hope so. Lips are sealed right now, though. We won't say nothing.
I will say, though, I'm so excited to see the new rearrangement of the jumpsuits because when we were there, it got rearranged after that. So I'm excited to see some new ones.
And you can figure out which is your perfect set right now because my perfect set is the dragon, the bordered Arabian, and the I forget what else is in that corner. The gypsy, I think. They just look so good together.
Oh,
did you filter some of the top ones down a little bit?
We did. Yeah.
Okay.
We moved some of the top ones down. We moved some of the ones that were in bottom up to the top, and we took some out and swapped them around. And
I'm excited to see them in detail. I remember you saying how they never got dirty. Like there was no dust.
There's no dust in those cases. It's crazy.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Really great. Yeah. That there was no dust in any of those cases. So, but after birthday last year, we had a photo shoot up in archives, and it literally was fast and furious. It was like we were taking them down, photographing them, swapping them out, putting them back up. Yeah,
I'm excited.
It was crazy. But anything for a book, we will do anything for a book.
Exactly.
Well, because it's about time that we've done like the end all be all jumpsuit book. Where we've got all the outfits photographed in detail too, where you can get close-ups of their design and how they're
Yeah.
made, and like the butterflies and all the little things that are on them. So
Mhm.
it's exciting, a lot of fun.
I just anytime you talk about this stuff, Angie, I'm just like, how does she do it? Like in your brain, I feel like you have like this like, how do you just organize all this stuff? They make all these exhibits happen. Like you're
It
just
just
on
makes
it.
sense. Like for her, it
Yeah, it
just
just
makes
makes
sense. If you
Yeah.
handed me this,
It really is. It's kind of fun to talk about and to do, because an exhibit and inspiration can come from anywhere. It's
Mhm.
kind of like we were supposed to, and this is my fault, I take the blame for this. We were supposed to open up a new Aloha experience here this year,
Mhm.
but I actually went to the Reagan Library, and I was sitting there watching the video with the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
Mm.
wait a minute, I'm going to totally redo the way this exhibit looks. And so I was sitting there. One of my coworkers was with me, and she said, I could see your mind working. And I turned around. I said, I know how I want to do the Aloha experience now. And it's nothing what I said it was going to be. So we're going to have to postpone it until next year. But you never know when it's going to happen, where you're going to get inspired, and things
Yeah.
like that. So the Aloha exhibit that was supposed to open this year is actually going to be opening next January. And it's because I was inspired and decided to redesign the whole thing.
And that's
She
okay.
sounds
And
like
we're
me in my
looking
living
forward to
room.
it. Quite literally.
Yep.
Victory will rearrange her house every week, I think.
Yes.
So
I used to do that when I was younger, and I didn't know why I did it, but I would rearrange my bedroom when I was a kid, and I made my closet into a mini apartment once. And I mean,
All this, I don't know why. It's just constant. I'm like, I need to switch this. I get like an itch for it. I'm like, I
yeah.
gotta do it.
And normally, whenever I had a lot going on and I get like mentally blocked and I can't figure out which way to go, I will
Mhm.
rearrange my room. I'm like,
And
because
then
mine,
open.
it
Then you're,
opens up. Exactly.
yes. Oh my gosh, I felt claustrophobic. Open again. Just move it around.
Yep. I used to rearrange my office. Any day I would come in and it was like my coworkers and my employees would come in and look at me. I'm like, don't talk to me. I'm rearranging my office. And they're like, okay, she's thinking. I'm like, yeah, I need something that I can just do
Yes.
to, that's
I get it. I understand you completely with that mentally. Trust me.
yep, that's my thing. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Well, we know how much time and care goes into planning Elvis Week, but what was the most exciting or challenging part of bringing this year's vision to life?
Okay, so my favorite thing that we're doing for this Elvis Week is a whole new event. And it's, I guess, because we've never done it before, and it could be whatever we're making it. It's the night of the museum, which we're doing the night of the 16th, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's Saturday night, the last event.
Uh-huh.
Last event of Elvis Week is called Night of the Museum. And we are going to be bringing the entertainer to life. And so, so it's been a lot of fun being able to figure out how we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And what characters are going to be coming to life in the museum. And so that's been a lot of fun, just throwing out ideas of like, okay, what if so-and-so was one of the Sweet Inspirations and talks about, being at all of Elvis's concerts and what it was like to be on stage with them. And then what about if somebody was a grip on a Hollywood set and was on all of Elvis's movie sets, and they could talk about what it was like to be on set,
Gosh.
and stuff like that. So we've been going through Entertainer and kind of figure out what stories we can tell. We're going to have one of our staff members is going to be in the 50s, and she went to all of Elvis's concerts that were in her area. And she's going to talk about how you couldn't even hear the songs that he was singing over our screaming, but he had us so mesmerized by his blue eyes, stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun storytelling in a different way.
Yeah, theatrically.
Yeah, and especially since it's like 9:30 after 9 days or 8 days or however long Elvis Week is. It's going to be no holds bar. Anything goes,
Anything goes.
Anything
It's crazy
goes.
town over there.
What might happen.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's going to be so cool. I cannot wait to hear more about it.
But again, it's thinking of different events. That's probably the most challenging, because we want to keep it interesting. And I know that I hear that somebody's hosting one of our events.
Oh,
I don't know who.
It's moving up from the lobby of the hotel over
It
to you.
is. It is. And okay, Angie, can you actually describe where the Jungle Bar is? Because I've been
Yeah.
explaining it wrong this whole time. So
So we're having every day there's a different fan meetup. And some of
Mhm.
them are going to be bingo, and some of it's going to be actually one thing what they're doing is called singo. So I guess you have to
oh,
sing and
Oh,
play bingo. I
love that.
okay.
Sounds fun. But yeah, so we're having fan meetups, which is a free event over in the Graceland Exhibition Center, which
Mhm.
is the big, beautiful building behind Elvis Presley's Memphis. And it's actually be in the Jungle Room Bar, which is the restaurant bar area over there that we opened up, and it's themed after the Jungle Room at Graceland. We
Okay.
actually have replica furniture in there that one of our maintenance guys made, which
That's
is
so
really
cool.
cool. And
Love
so it
that.
has that kind of jungle room vibe to it. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And it's a really great place to kind of hang and chill and meet new Elvis fans and exchange bracelets and
Yep.
all kind of different fun things. Yep,
It's gonna be
We
a packed
are
house.
It's
it
gonna be a
will
packed
be.
house. We're
Mhm.
so excited. Everyone, what I've been explaining, it's actually the Lightning Lounge. It is not in the
No, it's not the Lightning Lounge. It's the Jungle Room Bar at Graceland Exhibition Center.
Yes.
Also, the Exhibition Center is the home of the Elvis Week Entertainment Pavilion. It's in the
There you
first
go.
room where we have live performances, and some of the ETAs go over there and sing and perform. I know Dean normally performs right before candlelight over there, so
Okay. I
it's
feel like we're gonna like need to make a video on it when we get there.
No, we
yeah,
will. We can.
I'm
yeah,
We'll be
so
like, this is where you
confused.
can find it.
yeah.
Which is great.
Mhm.
And the fan meetup events are hosted all throughout Elvis Week from 5 to 6:30 p.m.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure they're all at the same time if I'm
Yes,
Yeah.
they are
not correct.
all at
Okay,
the same time,
cool.
which makes it really easy to pick which ones you want to go to.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
they're not competing with anything. It's kind of
Yeah.
after the day events and before the evening event starts. You
Yeah.
have a little downtime. You
That's what
can
I
just go
noticed.
and hang
Yeah.
out.
I think it's a
Yeah.
perfect chill, relax, get a few
Yeah.
drinks,
Yep.
Come hang out on the 14th. Bring your friendship bracelets. We'll
bring
be
just yourself.
there.
Yep.
Bring yourself. Come by. Angie, will
I'm
you
gonna have
be
to come
there?
by. Yes, I'm gonna
Oh.
have to try to come by.
I
Oh,
was cackling at your no response on our story.
yeah, am I gonna be at Elvis week? So by the way, everything in purple is my Elvis week schedule.
She said I got it
Ma'am,
mapped.
Let
I
me
got it
see, on
mapped
the
out.
14th, guess what? I am free during the fan mixer. I have nothing until 5 o'clock that day.
And then we have it. And then we have it.
Yes, it might. Wait, the fan mixer's at 5. Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
mark it in
Guys,
purple, Angie. We'll see you there.
Cool.
if you would
Here,
like to see Angie
purple
Marchese,
highlighter.
She's
come
highlighting
to
it.
the fan meetup, 5 to 6:30
It's not
p.m.
highlighted.
I feel like this
And there
is
we
like
go.
Angie's meet and greet. Everyone gets so
Yes.
excited when she shows up.
Yes. Just come meet Angie.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I love hanging out. I love meeting people. It's so
Yeah.
great. You
No.
know, I love telling stories. I love getting into the archives and finding things and all that kind of fun stuff. So
And you know what,
it's,
Angie? We love hearing your stories. Is the thing.
yesterday I was here till 11 o'clock at night because I was
Oh my
working on
gosh.
the audio track for the Colonel exhibit.
Yeah.
And so I made a 3-layer track because I wanted it to fit, since it's called Colonel's Wonderful World of Show Business.
Mhm.
It's kind of a fairground theme.
Mhm.
And so I wanted some fairground kind of sounds where you hear, step right up and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But I interspersed it with interviews and audio tracks that we have from Colonel's collection. And I was probably delirious, but there was an interview I found, and it was from when Elvis first went to Hawaii in November of '57. And he's being interviewed and they're talking about, when he arrived and all the fans and how wonderful it was. And then the guy who was interviewing him asked him, "Is this your first time, outside the continent?" And he goes, "Well, I went to Canada." And then he goes, "Well, did you ever play Mexico?" And Elvis goes, "I never played old Mexico, but I played New Mexico." It is the cutest thing I have ever heard. Yes, it's so fun.
That's a baby.
Yes, I know, but it's so cute. But being able to find things and discover things, or, find the stuff about Tampa or anywhere. It's such a interesting thing to be able to do, and to kind of bring it to life and go like, this piece of paper, this is what it means. This is what it represents,
Mm,
which
a
is
lot of new things to
Yeah.
rediscover.
a lot of new things.
You're
Yes.
always trying to fit the never-ending puzzle, the
Yes,
pieces
always.
together. It's
And my
just
long list of questions for Elvis keeps growing. So,
oh, no.
yeah.
I'm just so
One day
surprised.
when I actually meet him, in
Mhm.
heaven, I want to say,
Yep.
okay, we gotta sit down. You're going to be here a while. Let me
Yep.
see.
Yes.
I've
You're
got
like,
38 years of questions here.
You're like, pull up a
you're like,
seat, sir.
Yep.
I need to know what's going on.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
But we're planning, I'm already planning for exhibits for next year. And we're also planning, of course, 27 is always on our mind.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've been planning and focusing on everything we're doing up until then, and then what's going to happen that year. So
Wow.
There's
it's
a lot happening, and I mean, there's a lot of people who are coming to this for the first time this year, like this Elvis week, and just like my husband. So, like, what would you tell those people who are walking onto the Graceland grounds for the first time coming to Elvis week that they should do and not miss?
obviously you have to do the house.
Okay, yes,
You have to walk through
Always.
that
the
front.
basic.
You have to. And take your time. There's no time when you're doing the house. John Stamos might be in your ear telling you to move on, but you can stay in there as long as you like,
Mhm.
just to kind of absorb it all and take it all in. Visit the exhibits and entertainer. And just because it tells the story of who Elvis was and why he's still so important today. But go to the fan meet and greets. They're free. Go down to Marlowe's and have dinner one night and hang out
Mhm.
with some fans. Go hang out in the lobby of the guest house. So not everything has to be a ticket
Yeah.
Mhm.
to an event. There's just so much stuff going on. But the best thing about Elvis Week, it's like a gigantic family reunion. I know you guys know it, and it really is. And it's a family who's always welcoming new people. You never meet a stranger here. And in
Oh,
fact, you'll probably meet lifelong friends here.
Mhm.
So yeah, and don't be afraid to ask questions, because even if you've never been here before or you're new to this Elvis world, someone is always willing to help, tell you where things are, to tell you about something, to tell you who somebody is if you don't know who they
mhm.
are, because that's what it's all about, is spreading Elvis's legacy and sharing it with everyone. So yeah, just live in the moment and enjoy it.
It can be
Yes.
overwhelming. That's great
Can be.
advice.
So that's why you have to live in the moment and just go, I'm just going to go with this.
Mhm.
And I will look back at it like it's a fever dream, 8 days later.
Mhm.
I
Exactly.
know. Dwight messaged me because I asked people, what should I tell my husband, like, for him coming? And they were like, set up rehab after Elvis week. Like, get prepared to go to rehab.
I saw the cutest video on TikTok and I saved it. I don't remember whose it was, but he was doing his preparing for Elvis week. And it
Oh,
was like,
yes.
have you seen that one?
Yes, 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 yes.
When he's
What's
the
his
candlelight
name?
line and he just
Yes.
takes 2 steps and stands there and takes
Yes.
it.
I know exactly who we're talking about. And
That is the cutest video ever. Picking up all the
was
albums.
it, yes, was it Dave? No, I don't think it was. It was someone, though, that's on Instagram. I know exactly who you're talking about, though. It was really
Yes,
That's
cute.
it was on
so
TikTok.
funny.
I saw it late one night and I saved it, but I thought it was the best. That's
Oh.
that's what Elvis Week is. Exactly. That's
Yes.
what it is. Hugging,
Yes.
kissing,
Mhm.
high-fiving, all of that and more.
And I couldn't agree more with the living in the moment. And this is something that like Victory and I are awful at, is take a moment to like not see it through your phone. Like put your
Yes.
phone away, like
Mhm.
get the picture, get the video, but then like take an hour where you just like don't touch your phone and just
Right.
like live in the moment. And it's just like the magic is there. There's so much to see.
Mhm.
It's so peaceful, even if it's so crazy. You just feel like, oh, this place,
Yep.
it's so beautiful. And like Angie said, you can take as much time as you want in the house. Like if you want to chill in the front area for like 20 minutes, like do it. Like
Yeah. Just live in the moment, because everyone is so busy living through these sometimes.
Mhm.
It's like,
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
that's one thing that I'm doing. I'm doing something special for the hidden tours this year. And it's
Mhm.
going to be one of those. This is not to be photographed. It's not to be videoed. We're going to just be, you're going to remember, this will be something to remember, but you're going to live in the moment.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's such a
Nice.
good idea. Whenever they were opening Epic Universe and the team members were able to go in, we weren't able to take photographs or video. And it just made me appreciate so much more what I was doing. So for you providing that kind of environment where you're excluding it,
uh-huh.
they're going to be very thankful in the long run for it.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, well, we're gonna switch away from Elvis Week for a second. And Angie, we wanted you to just ask you, what
Yes.
is this epic thing that Baz
Hey,
Luhrmann is on about? Because
Baz
I'm gonna
keeps
freak
dropping
out.
stuff.
In concert.
I can't believe it. It's
But
happening.
let me see. It's happening. It is happening.
It's
And
happening.
it's going to be amazing. It really is. I mean, because it's Elvis.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, some of the footage, has been seen before. A lot of it hasn't.
Mhm.
What you saw in his little teaser, like where he took one song and he edited all the different places Elvis recorded it together.
Mhm.
Um, it's going to be very, like Baz says, it's not a documentary and it's not a concert film, but it is the Elvis concert of your dreams.
God.
I know.
Where was this?
No more.
Where were they at? Where were these at?
Okay.
These footage.
So MGM were the ones that filmed That's the Way It Is and Elvis on Tour.
Okay.
That collection was bought by Ted Turner and Turner Classics, and then it went from Turner to Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers owns it now. And for years, we've been trying to get them to release or let us have access to these concerts because we know that they were filmed, because obviously they were edited together for That's the Way It Is and Elvis on Tour. And we know when they were filmed and how many concerts were filmed, and that they filmed the entire shows. They filmed extra footage, of Elvis arriving and leaving and things like that, rehearsals and stuff. And a lot of times it was trying to find it where it was located. And then it came to money because you've got your film and then you got your sound mags, and they normally aren't together. And so you have to actually edit it and match them together digitally. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And so we knew that they were there. We didn't know what all was in there. And when Baz started working on the Elvis film with Warner Brothers, that kind of started the ball rolling on Baz being Baz. And I want to see this stuff. I've heard about this. Graceland talks about it. We've all talked about it. I want to actually see it.
Yeah.
So they went and they found it. And they found it in the salt mines, and they brought it out and they digitized it and matched the sound megs up to the footage and all of that stuff. And it's just, yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
I'm like tearing up.
I know we're gonna cry when we see it.
And then for Baz to come here and spend like 24 hours in Memphis and do the video out front of Graceland that this was actually happening.
I was what was it, a few weeks after birthday, and he
It was
just
right
like
after birthday.
yeah, and I was like, we were just there, Baz Luhrmann.
Yes. Yeah.
We
It was
missed him
funny
that
though.
much.
It was funny because I knew that, a couple of the team were coming to come in the archives and look at our footage
Yeah.
that we had. And, we didn't have anything from That's the Way It Is on Tour. So I was like, I really don't know what you're looking for. But what they found obviously was the Hawaii footage that we have, and just some home movie. They look at it differently because they know what they're creating. And so for us, when we look at it, it's like, oh, this is just this. Like, oh, no, but we can use this. We can pull the audio from this to do this. And, I get it, because being creative like that, nothing is ever just what it seems on the surface. So that was a lot of fun. And then Baz coming to town and to be able to actually look at some of it and then make the announcement, that was really kind of cool. And we've been living in this fast-paced life to get it done, and it being debuting in Toronto.
Yeah, in a few weeks, right?
In September.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up at the film festival. That's so exciting.
All of a sudden, it's like you don't hear about it, you hear about it, you don't hear about it, and boom, it's here, and now it's like really here. It's like explosion, and
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see
so
it.
Excited.
I was like, I feel like I need to go to Toronto now in September. I'm like
I
trying to
know.
figure out how to do that.
Literally searched up I was like, how do I get tickets to
Yeah.
the Toronto Film Festival?
I don't even know how to get tickets, but the funny thing is that's actually the first Sunday of football season. And my husband and me were talking about going to Buffalo, which is only
There you
2 hours
go.
from Toronto. So
Hey, I got family that lives up there. I just might.
You said let's make a trip.
you might just have to go up there and then just call Baz. Go, Baz, where are you?
Hey, bestie.
Hey, come on. Yeah.
Oh,
But it's really exciting. It's exciting for the Elvis world. It's exciting for fans, new fans and fans who have been around forever that have heard about this footage and stuff like that. It's exciting for the Elvis world, because even if Baz doesn't use all of the footage in the movie, it now has been put in a condition that it can be used and it can be shared and it can be shown. So that's what's exciting about it.
And it's just so rare for us to like find pieces of something that's new that we haven't seen yet. He's not around to make new. So it's fantastic that this is happening.
And I mean, can you imagine? I mean, literally there's like six shows, complete shows for Elvis on tour, you know,
and we only see one of them.
You only see bits and pieces of them.
Not even the full thing.
Not even a full show. It's like, you know, Elvis does several costume changes in Elvis on Tour because they cut the different shows together. You know, but now that they're being preserved this way for Baz to use them for this film, they will be preserved as whole shows.
Oh,
you know,
bravo, Baz.
And I don't know if you can say anything, but do we know if Graceland's going to do anything to celebrate Epic coming out at all?
There's
nothing on the books yet, but we're planning. We're trying.
Okay.
We have to figure out what's happening, you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
That was like, I know during the Elvis movie, you guys had that big debut thing and everything. So
yeah.
And so I think Toronto is kind of like Cannes was. So it's, you know, it's kind of like you have to go through the process.
Yes.
So it's on the top of all of our to-do lists to try to figure out what we can and can't do and when we can do it.
It's so special.
Well,
and
let's see if we know people that can get us.
I will say, I remember Baz, like when the movie came out, literally saying, like, if I do anything else, it'll be in 2025. Like that's the next available time. And he stayed true.
So far. That seems so far away at the time.
Yeah.
But here we are, halfway through 2025.
Yep.
Don't start. Well, I mean,
from Elvis Week.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Angie, we weren't even supposed
gosh.
to be going. We're not supposed to be Elvis Week. Here we are.
No, I remember, was it February that I was sending you guys Airbnbs because I was like, look, you guys can come here.
I was like, Angie, we're not coming.
You guys told me you weren't coming. And I'm like, no, you have to.
You're going to be there.
And now look.
And now,
we'll be at the Peabody.
We'll be at the Peabody. And I always say, you know, when Elvis calls, we'll be there. Like we can't ignore his call. So we'll be there. We're excited. We're excited to see you. We're excited to see everyone. And we hope you guys are excited for Elvis Week.
Yes, we're excited for all the Pink Cadillacs and anyone who's hearing the podcast to come to Memphis.
Come to Memphis.
Welcome. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot.
Wait, Victory has something. There we go.
Yes, this is a promotion, everyone. So please go on Amazon. This is a self-cooling fan. This thing gets cold and will turn into AC.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Angie,
go.
you need one of those.
Angie.
Dude, definitely. I'm going to Amazon right now.
No, you will
send the links, guys. Send her the link.
I'm going to buy one too. Seriously. Yep. Okay,
I went on the Insiders the other day just to say a hi and everyone. I was just like, you know, counting down to Elvis Week, and someone said, "I'm packing right now." I was like, "Pack for the heat." She goes, "I'm from Alabama." I said, "Oh, so you get it? You know the heat."
Florida's been awful too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are used to the humidity. This is my problem, is I am not used to this humidity. I mean, now that I've experienced it, I get it. But I'm like, oh my god.
We'll get prepared.
That was kind of like when I first went to the Musical Instrument Museum in the middle of July, and it felt like I was walking into an oven.
Absolutely not.
I'm roasting.
It's like 114, but it's a dry heat. I'm like, it's
It
still
is.
heat.
It is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're just very dry.
Very dry. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Well, Angie, it's always a pleasure talking to you. You know how much we love you, and thank you for coming on and talking about Elvis
Oh
Week.
yeah. And I'm glad that you guys are coming. I hope to see
Yes.
lots of new faces during Elvis Week. There's
We
lots of
will. We
going,
got one.
you know. We got one.
But we got one.
Start, and then they'll all come, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So Elvis Week is always such an amazing time. It's a lot of work getting ready for it, but once it's here, it's like everything just kind of flows, and it's so good to see everybody. And there's very little sleep, but we can sleep after the 16th. It's fine.
Who needs sleep?
Exactly.
Who needs sleep?
All you need is water, and make sure you eat protein. Yes.
Yeah. You'll be fine. There you go.
We all got our
Water,
cups. That's all you need.
fan, and that's all you need. And yourself.
Question.
And Elvis.
Mhm.
Are water bottles allowed on the Graceland grounds at the vigil?
Yes.
Okay.
There we
We
go.
heard mixed rumors, so I just wanted to confirm that people can bring their water bottles.
Yeah.
Please do
Yeah.
that.
As long as it's water. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we obviously have the water stations there and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but yeah, hydration is just too important, especially if you're out in
It
that
is.
heat and humidity. You've got to stay
Okay.
hydrated.
I just wanted to confirm and set everyone up for success, but this is
Yeah.
exciting.
Well,
It's going to
Cadillacs,
be fun. It's going to
bring
be
your water.
Yes, I can't believe it's already here. It's and then before
Angie.
we know it, it's going to be birthday. Oh yeah,
Hopefully
don't
not
do-
another
we have a
snowstorm.
birthday.
Yep, I can't. It's
Yeah,
the
it's like
time is
we've got Elvis Week, then we have a little movie coming out, and then we have birthday.
Oh, just a little.
Just a little movie.
little one.
Just a itty bitty.
Okay, Cadillacs. Well, hopefully we will see you at Elvis Week. Hopefully we'll see you at birthday, any of the Graceland events. And as always, TCB.
TLC.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Pink Cadillacs. To connect with us, follow us on our socials at the Pink Cadillacs on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Share your Elvis stories and experiences with us at elvisandthepinkcadillacs@gmail.com. And you may be featured in the next episode. We'll see you next time, and for now, TCB
and TLC. Bye, guys.
Bye.